Hey guys, it's Randy Wolf with Palmetto United. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And I want to talk today about knowing your numbers. As an agent, it's very important that you know your numbers so that you can plan accordingly and set goals and understand how to accomplish those goals. One of the biggest things that I have a conversation with lots of agents about is, we talk about how much production that they want to have. If they're a Medicare Advantage agent, for example, how much production that they want to hit in a year. So a lot of times people kind of have an idea. Sometimes they just don't have an idea. You got no idea of how much. You just want to write a lot of business. But generally, it's a good idea to have long-term goals and have short-term goals and short-term benchmarks. Well, the question is, how in the world are you going to be able to accomplish your goals if you don't understand what it takes to be on track, how many leads you need, etc., that sort of thing. So I want to talk about knowing your numbers. So again, we'll stick with Medicare Advantage for right now because I love Medicare Advantage. I love Medicare, period. But so let's talk about Medicare Advantage. So the first thing to ask yourself is, how many applications would you like to write in a year? So if the answer is 100, which is easily attainable for any agent out there, you should easily be able to write 100 Medicare Advantage applications in a year. Very easy to do. If you're not, let's please talk. But so say it's 100, okay, and we'll use that number. Then basically you think about in a year, there's 52 weeks in a year, okay? Well, if you take out Christmas and maybe another holiday or two, then that leaves roughly 50 weeks, okay? So 50 weeks out of the year. So if you look at it from that standpoint, how many applications do you need to write every single week to hit your goal of 100? Well, I can tell you, 2 apps. 2 apps a week, 50 weeks, that's 100 apps, right? You with me? Okay, cool. So now you understand, if that's your goal, how many applications you need to write in a week. Now let's say your goal is 200 apps in a year. All right, how many apps do you need to write in a week? 4, you guessed it. So depending on what your goal is, that's going to tell you how many apps you need to write in a week, how many apps you need to write in a month. And again, if you're going to do the month, then obviously you need to think about basically take the year and divide by 12. Obviously because of their certainness, I think an average of 4.3 weeks, so it's going to be a little different than calculating it at 4 weeks. But so you look at it from a monthly basis, but I like to look at it from a weekly basis. How many apps a week do you need to write? So that's the first thing. And the second thing is you need to understand whatever way you're marketing, you need to have some sort of a consistent way of generating leads and understand your close rates. So for a lot of guys out there doing Medicare Advantage, our agency does a lot of direct mail, and a lot of people that do Medicare Advantage does direct mail. There's a lot of other ways you can do, and not saying direct mail is the only way to do it, but we've had a lot of success with our agency, and I've had personally a ton of success with direct mail. So I'll use direct mail for a moment. Now you look at, okay, how many leads am I getting? What are my close rates? How so I can figure out what I need to do in order to at least write 2 apps every single week. So generally, rule of thumb that we use for a relatively newer agent or sort of an average agent is we can generally use, for 1,000 pieces of mail, the agent is going to typically write about 5 apps. Now again, that number varies with how experienced an agent is. An experienced agent can write more than that. A beginning agent that doesn't have proper training might not write any, might write 1. So it depends on the agent's experience. It depends on the mail that we use, understanding what mail pieces to use when, and you understanding demographics and how, as far as to set up the mailer to get the most bang for your buck, depending on what you're going after. So for the purpose of this, we're going to say basically 1,000 pieces equals 5 sales, which means ultimately, if you do the math on it, if you did roughly 500 pieces a week, then that means you're going to write 2.5 apps. You're going to exceed your goal, and then of course some of that business may fall off, and you're going to be in good shape doing it that way. If you looked at it from a standpoint of, and I didn't do the math before doing this in my head or anything, but roughly, 400 and some odd pieces of mail a week would be what you need to do to be on track to hit that goal. If your average was 5 apps per 1,000 pieces of mail, I don't know what in the world this dude's doing. So that's what you have to do as far as to figure out your marketing, how you need to market. So if just to make things simple, if you had a goal of, okay, I would like to average 5 apps every single week, all right, and 5 times 50 weeks, we're looking at what, 250 apps? So 250 apps is your goal. Then basically that means if you're averaging 5 sales per 1,000 pieces of mail, that means you got to drop 1,000 pieces of mail every single week. That sounds like, whoa, there's no way I can do that. If you're a newer agent or haven't been doing a lot of mail, you're like, whoa, I can't do that. That's crazy. Well, if you do that, you're going to consistently grow that business, and you're going to build a business to where year 2, year 3, year 4, those residuals are going to be very, very, very good for you. Now, you might not be in a financial position to do that, and obviously that's where you need to start thinking about setting realistic expectations. Also, too, it's a good idea to do multiple marketing strategies. So maybe you're not just doing direct mail, maybe you're utilizing some other strategies too. Obviously, if you're doing Medicare Advantage, it has to be in a compliant way, but there are grassroots things that you can do and ultimately trying to grow your business. But a lot of the other products, Medicare Supplement, final expense, different things like that, you have a lot more options as far as marketing, what you can do. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions at all, if you're a new agent and you're just trying to get understanding of sort of marketing and what to do and products and how to get to where you want to be, love to have a conversation with you. We work with agents of all different levels. We work with agents that are new to the business, and we have the knowledge and expertise. I've been in the business since 2006. Our company, Palmetto United, we started in 2009. So again, we have a lot of experience helping a lot of agents at different levels. If you're an advanced agent, we'd love to talk with you and show you ways that we can help you improve your bottom line. There's a lot of things that we do with our programs that you can plug into working with us, not change one thing, not spend $1 more in marketing than you're already spending right now, and we're going to take that and actually get you more business out of that, because we're going to partner with you, and we, Palmetto United, are going to spend a lot of marketing dollars on you being a producing agent to help you write more business and ultimately improve your bottom line. So thanks for watching today. Please reach out if you have a question, and as always, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.